Hello, everyone. I'm Susan Kim.
And I'm Vince Vetrano. More politics and protests in Madison today, all of it centering around right-to-work legislation. The full state Senate expected to debate and possibly vote on the measure after a committee approved it last night. Some wanting to testify against the bill shouted at senators after they shut down the public hearing about a half hour early. Union supporters plan to hold another protest at the state capitol today.
Governor Scott Walker is calling right to work a tool to help economic development here in Wisconsin. He talked about the proposed legislation yesterday while promoting jobs in Green Bay. The governor pointed to the success of similar legislation in nearby states.
I think the proof's in the pudding. If you look at our neighbors in Indiana and in Michigan, some of those same complaints were made 4 years ago, and instead you see strong economies, comebacks in both Michigan and Indiana.
Earlier this year, the governor did say that right to work was a distraction, but he says that has changed now that his budget has been introduced. The governor says if the right to work bill passes, he will sign it. Local police and sheriff's departments are asking for donations. They're collecting new stuffed animals, toys, sweaters, and socks. The items will be used to comfort children who have been abused or are going into foster care. Donations can be dropped off at area police and sheriff's departments. For a full list, you can go to our website, TMJ4.com.
Federal officials are allowing Southwest Airlines to keep flying planes that missed a safety inspection as long as they get checked in the next 5 days. Southwest grounded more than 100 jets after discovering the issue. That led to dozens of flights canceled around the country. At least 2 Southwest flights canceled out of Mitchell International this morning. A decision expected today on whether the Apostle Islands ice caves will open to the public this weekend. Stretch of cold weather, at least the most recent one, may have finally made that ice thick enough so that people can safely head out. Crews still need to check the trail, though, and more than 100,000 people visited the caves last year.
After a sunny high of 32 degrees yesterday, well, the cold front made its way through last night, and temperatures back into the single digits this morning. We had plenty of sunshine as well, but now the clouds are rolling in with this next storm system that's going to mainly track to our south and southwest. Winter storm warnings in effect for parts of Iowa. They could pick up 6 to 9 inches of snow. No advisories here yet, but there may be an advisory issued for the southwestern corner of the state for a couple of inches of snow. As you can see, the bulk of this snow stays south of us. We will see some light snow here later this afternoon into the evening, and then a little bit of lake effect trying to develop as well with that northeasterly wind coming around this low pressure system. So we'll be watching that. Mainly, though, we're talking about an inch to maybe an inch and a half of accumulation later this evening and overnight. By the time you get to the evening commute, though, less than a quarter of an inch. Just basically a dusting of snow out there. It'll continue to snow into the overnight hours, and there will be some isolated spots of about an inch to an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches down toward the state line as the heavier snow will stay to the south of us. It's cold once again, 10 degrees in Milwaukee, 5 below in Rhinelander, and 15 below in International Falls. Sunshine out there right now, but the clouds are increasing across southeastern Wisconsin. The temperature 10 degrees. Northwesterly wind is at 7. That is dropping your wind chill to 1 below here in Milwaukee, 6 below in Port, as cold as 12 below in Sheboygan, but there are some spots that have a wind chill above 0. That's their actual temperature because the wind is light to calm. But some areas just a little bit of a breeze, and that is creating some very cold temperatures. There are the temps. 8 degrees in Waukesha and Watertown, 1 in Burlington, 4 in Port Washington. It's 8 in Tosa and West Allis, 9 in Muskego and Franklin, and 7 Heartland, Pewaukee, and out towards Oconomowoc. So the forecast for the rest of today, we're looking at about 16 degrees for the temperature. Morning sunshine giving way to some light snow in the afternoon. About a dusting of accumulation by the evening commute. Wind chills will be anywhere from 0 to 5 below, and then actually getting above 0 a little bit in the afternoon as the wind becomes lighter. Then for tonight, we are looking for that light snow to keep going, especially along the lakefront. Northeast winds are going to start to increase 10 to 20. A low temperature of 3. Inland areas will be slightly below 0. Wind chills will be to 15 below. So another cold start. And we'll have that light snow to deal with as well. Once again, not a lot in the way of accumulation. The 7-day forecast, we stay cold for the next couple of days. Now, we'll have 3 degrees tomorrow morning. Wind chills, as I mentioned, 15 below. A high of 10 on Thursday. There will be plenty of sunshine out there, but it's not going to warm us up. Inland areas will stay in the single digits. 3 below for Friday morning. Could be even colder than that, maybe down to 8 below in the inland areas. A high of 15 on Friday with a lot of sunshine. Saturday, still cold after a morning low of 0. A high of 18 degrees. 26 on Sunday, still tracking some snow. As of now, it looks to be about 2 to 3 inches of accumulation, but stay tuned. And then warming up into the lower 30s next week, and could even see a rain-snow mix by Tuesday.